total domination, man. He looked incredible. You know, and I can't remember if it was a big straight right hand or left hand. He took, looked like it shook him a little bit, but he didn't even stop. He kept going, and yeah, I mean, he put on an unbelievable performance tonight. And some big shots, and Volk was willing to stand with him. The guy's an absolute freak. He's incredibly talented.
Because he was dangerous. Like, you know, there was probably the most feared I've ever been in a fight, maybe. Like him and maybe Max. This was because I always say no one can beat me. No one can actually beat me. I don't believe anyone can beat me. But everyone has a puncher's chance. Everyone can catch you. And there's no one that's more dangerous and got a better chance of doing that than Yair Rodriguez. So there was, you know, obviously going into the game plan, you know, I showed him that respect. Mentally, I prepared as telling myself this. So it made me turn up in the gym every single day. It made me get the right training partners. It made me, you know, try and work out a good game plan. You know, systematically break him down. Take away a lot of his main tools, and I think we did a great job. He still was always going to be able to throw things because he's that creative. So that's why he was always going to be dangerous. But I was able to nullify a lot of his main tools, things that he would usually be able to do frequently. He couldn't do that with me, and then I was able to capitalize on that. So I just had to pick the right moments, because again, like you go in a little too aggressive without the right setup, it could be good night. So you know, he's the type of guy that you need to be careful. You need to be smart. You know what I mean? You need to be thinking in there. You need to be doing the right things, and we did the right things. So it was weird how like calm and composed I was through that. Like picked him up, dumped him, got on there. Oh yeah, this is the position. Oh yeah, he won't get out. All right, let's just ground and pound. We're just gonna have to stop it. It was weird how I went through it. I probably should have loaded him up a little bit more, just fucking really be dramatic with it. But I mean, it was good. I love my ground and pound. Everyone, it's starting to be a bit more of an iconic Volk sort of a tradition to just rain down some ground and pound bombs. We all know what that lightweight belt. You know, we all know what that rematch. You know, what that Islam fight. I think not only for me to get that belt, for me to get that win back, but I think it is a massive fight for the UFC as well. I think it's a fight everyone wants to see. It was literally that type of fight. It was that close. It was a cracking fight. Everyone enjoyed it, and it was a very, very high level. There was 1 and 2 going at it, and we showed out. It really was that. Yeah, he lived up to the hype. I lived up to the hype, and that fight lived up to the hype. We just need to see 5 to 10. Yeah, but I mean, I still love this. But I mean, you know, I'm not getting any younger. The body's feeling it. But that's why I'm in my prime, and I want to take advantage of it. That's why, even though I'm going to get surgery, even though I'm going to be injured, I need to get back in there, because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay on top. I go, yeah, I'm passionate. Yeah, I'm experienced. I'm in my peak. How long is that going to last? So let's get to work. Let's get 2 of these bad boys. It's funny, these people want extra time. Like, here I'm telling you I'm going to get surgery, and I'm probably going to turn up there on October. This guy's going to be just talking his shit, and I love that. I'm like, yeah, talk your shit. Now I can have a bit of fun with it and punch you in the face for it. You know what I mean? And feel good punching your head through the canvas. Because it's funny with this one, you know, you want to talk up your opponents, right? You want everyone to know, like, yeah. So it's funny, but I mean, he's going to talk his shit. So people, I remember, I can say whatever I wanted to. You know, people don't have to believe it, but I was sitting there, I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say how easy I think that fight's going to be, because then people might not be interested. But he's going to talk his shit, so people are going to want to see me punch him in the face, so it don't matter. But yeah, I look at that as, again, no disrespect to the bloke, but the shit he's doing ain't going to work on me. And hopefully you get to see that soon. But I told him, I go, yeah, come on, jump over, let's do a little face-off. Let's amp it up a little bit. See what it has. And I said to him, I go, oh man, I thought you were a bit taller, because everyone's so much taller than me. I'm like looking eye to eye, and I'm like going, psh.
That's why, you know, we talked a lot leading up to this. We talked a lot tonight. Brought him back to my room as soon as the fight was over. You know, he's special. He's a guy that, you know, it's almost like we grew up together in this thing. And you know, I saw him in Hawaii when he was 19 years old fighting. And loved the style, I loved the way he fought, so I signed him. And it's like what this guy was talking to me earlier about Bo Nickel. You know, was Bo Nickel, is it too soon? Is it that was the same question with Robbie Lawler at the time, and here we are, he's almost 42 years old, and he's still here, he's still fighting, and he's retiring tonight. Yeah, he's a special guy to the company and to me personally. Hooker tonight. breaks his wrist in the second round. I didn't even know. I had no idea. Rogan and those guys must have heard him in the corner. That whole team is badass.
Yeah, he told Mark Smith, he said, if you raise my hand, if I win, raise it gently because my wrist is hurting. He goes, I think I broke, he said he broke his elbow, is what he had told Mark Smith.
Got it.
That's pretty crazy.
Fight, man, it was nuts, man. How tough is that bloke? And then breaking his arm and still going through it about, I mean, these are things that, you know, we talk, again, talk about BMFs and doing things like that. Like it's, I mean, some of the things that you see people do in this sport is pretty incredible. Yeah, that's it was cool. It was cool to see, especially to get his hand raised after a war like that against a game opponent. Jalin Turner is no joke. He's dangerous, and to be able to land, cop some of them shots, break your arm, and then still end up on top is pretty incredible. That was a cracker fight.
Yeah, we sent both those guys straight to the hospital as soon as that fight was over. Absolute dog fight, incredible war. Nothing but respect for both guys. An amazing fight. But I don't think there's anybody on earth that wouldn't want to see that fight again. It was so good and so close.
Yeah.
Well, there was a big debate over it. I didn't want to do it. First of all, what I don't like to do is when you have somebody like Du Plessis who just, big win for him, you know what I mean? He just beat the second best guy in the world in that division. And then, you know, somebody's going to get in their face and get aggressive with him again after they just got done getting out of a war. But Adesanya and I had a debate over it, and he promised me that nothing crazy would happen, so we did it.
You know, I know you say, hey, this is the fight business. People say nasty things, right? But the tension between those two and kind of the racial undertones and all those things, how do you...
What were the racial undertones?
Dricus says he's the real African fighter, and so, you know, Israel dropped some N-words in there tonight.
So what was the racial? Who did? Who dropped the racial?
Israel was saying over and over, yeah. Dropping
He's black.
50 N-bombs in
there. He's black. Who gives a shit?
I was going to say, so you don't have any concern about the way the build-up, the tension between those two?
I could care less. This is the fight business. Israel Adesanya can say whatever he wants to say. Who gives a shit? Why, are people bitching about that?
Some people,
of course they are. Oh, fucking A. All right, got it. Yeah. Too fucking bad.
All right.
Obviously unfortunate for Rob, and man, like, did not expect that. Like, I think there might be footage of me. I'm like, to take out Rob like that, you got to be hyped up for that fucking fight. So, I mean, if he can go out there and take out, so like, honestly, Robbie's one of the best in the world, literally, and he was able to beat him. So you can never count that guy out. He knows how to fucking win. Excuse my French.
Definitely the biggest win of my career. Leading up to this, I knew this was the biggest fight of my career. It's Robert Whittaker. The man hasn't lost to anybody else in the champion almost a decade. But I said it is not going to see the third round. TKO in the second happened that way because, you know, I just know my fighting style. I guess this answers all the nose questions. It's usually the contender that goes into the cage, right? So, I mean, even he sees me as the champion already. So he better knows I'm the champion. And now that he's seen me in that cage, he knows what a force I am in there. He could feel the energy, and I could feel how insignificant he is to me when we get into that cage. I mean, you saw tonight, I'm prepared. I'm prepared for everything. Everything he says, anything he's behaving like a clown in there. You know, that's not how a champion behaves. That's not how a man behaves. He's behaving like a child. Conduct yourself like a champion. There's people looking up to you and you're behaving like that? Nah. You know, if that sells tickets, good for him. I'll sell tickets my way. I'm a gentleman, I'm a man, and I'll behave like a man. I'll knock him out just like I did tonight. You know, if not, we saw his fight with Alex Pereira. If I get him to the floor, it is not even a fight. It's not even a fight. If I just get my hands on him, it's not even a fight. I will manhandle him. I've done it before and I'll do it again. And, you know, as far as the striking goes, look, let's take that out of the question. You are as good as your last performance. What did his last performance look like against Whittaker? Yeah, he beat him. It was a close fight. What did my last performance against Whittaker look like? So right now, that's how I plan on beating him. The same way I beat Whittaker tonight. I'm the #1 contender in the world right now. So it's time to put some respect on that.